Imagine if everything you thought about intelligence, its value, glory, and promise of a better life, was turned upside down. What if being smart, or striving for genius, is not a blessing, but a curse, a source of deep unhappiness? Stay with me, and you might change your mind. Arthur Schopenhauer, one of the most provocative and misunderstood philosophers, had a radical view that still surprises many thinkers. He believed that intelligence, far from being a blessing, carries a hidden danger that few understand. These dangers can rob us of peace and happiness. Today we will reveal his secret about intelligence, what he saw, why it matters, and how it will change your perception of the mind and the world around you. Schopenhauer was a man deeply familiar with life's hardships. Born in 1788, he lived in a world of suffering and disappointment. His philosophy was shaped in an era when the surrounding world was full of fear, uncertainty, and disillusionment. While his contemporaries aspired to great ideals, Schopenhauer saw reality as much darker and more complex. His views on intellect and life still provoke debate, prompting a reconsideration of many established notions about the human mind. Get ready to learn why intellect may not be a gift, but a heavy cross we bear every day. Arthur Schopenhauer chose to study the shadows of the human condition, unwilling to flatter us with comforting illusions about human potential. He uncovered uncomfortable truths, among which one of the most striking is the price of intellect. For him, intellect is not just problem-solving or accumulating knowledge. Intellect is a double-edged sword that can elevate us to great heights, but also plunge us into depths of despair and suffering. Schopenhauer believed that the smarter a person is, the more intensely they feel the sufferings of life. Think about it. The more you understand the world, the more alienated you become. This is the paradox he revealed. Intellect enhances awareness, but also increases sensitivity to pain and imperfection. The brighter the light of our understanding, the darker the shadows it casts. The mind sees through the illusions and comforting lies we tell ourselves. Intellect realizes the futility of the endless pursuit of desires, the fleeting nature of success, and the inevitability of losses, leading to profound insights. It can also leave us feeling isolated, overwhelmed, and detached. Schopenhauer's ideas deeply connect with existential dread, a term later made popular by thinkers like Søren Kard and Jean-Paul Sartre. The more we understand the universe and our place within it, the more we confront its indifference. This burden weighs more heavily on highly intelligent people than on others. Schopenhauer argued that this heightened awareness can erode our ability to find joy in simple pleasures. Less intelligent individuals may find contentment in routine or shallow pursuits. Intelligent individuals often see through distractions, making them feel hollow and unsatisfying. Does this mean intelligence is inherently bad? Not exactly. Schopenhauer believed it is valuable. Schopenhauer urged us to see intelligence as a tool, not a solution. Many intelligent people rely too much on intellect, hoping it leads to happiness. But happiness is not from knowledge or reasoning. Happiness, Schopenhauer argued, is rooted in something simpler and paradoxically less cerebral: peace of mind. Consider how often you have been consumed by overthinking. How many sleepless nights have you spent replaying scenarios in your mind, analyzing, second-guessing, trying to find answers to unanswerable questions? Schopenhauer called this the curse of intelligence. A restless mind cannot stop searching, even when there is nothing to find. You might wonder, if intelligence is a double-edged sword, what can we do about it? Should we suppress our curiosity, turn away from seeking knowledge, or try to become less aware? Schopenhauer's answer was surprisingly practical and hopeful. While he did not suggest abandoning intelligence, Schopenhauer emphasized the importance of managing its effects on our mind and emotions for a healthier life. He believed cultivating tranquility, a state of inner calm, and detachment was the antidote to the turmoil caused by an overactive mind and endless searching. According to Schopenhauer, tranquility requires us to accept certain truths about life. First, suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience. Instead of resisting suffering or trying to outthink it, we should learn to coexist with it, embracing life's challenges rather than fighting them. Second, we must recognize the limits of our understanding. No matter how intelligent we are, many mysteries will remain unsolved and questions unanswered. Accepting these limits can free us from the endless torment of overthinking and help us find peace despite the unknown in life. The exhausting pursuit of certainty, Schopenhauer urged us to seek meaning not in grand achievements or intellectual conquests, but in simple, fleeting moments of beauty and connection. A sunset, a piece of music, a quiet conversation with a loved one. These treasures even the most brilliant mind cannot improve upon or replace. But here's the twist. Schopenhauer also believed that ultimate tranquility lies in letting go of the self, the very entity craving understanding and control. This radical idea draws from Eastern philosophies, especially Buddhism, which influenced his thinking. Transcending the ego frees us from endless desire and suffering. So, what does this mean for you? How do Schopenhauer's insights about intelligence apply to your life? Let us pause to reflect on these questions. Have you ever felt your intelligence or constant drive to analyze has made you more unhappy than fulfilled? Have you wished to turn off your thoughts, even just for a moment? Could you find peace in simply being? Share your thoughts in the comments below because this is a vital reflection. We are only beginning to uncover Schopenhauer's hidden secret about intelligence, which can change your perception of the mind and existence itself. Let's talk about it further. Let's delve into Schopenhauer's perspective and understand why he believed that intelligence often leads to a feeling of deep isolation and loneliness. To grasp this, one must consider the key principle of his philosophy: the will to live, the fundamental driving force of all existence, according to Schopenhauer. The will to live is an insatiable blind impulse that compels all living beings to survive, reproduce, and strive forward despite inevitable suffering. This will is irrational, relentless, and indifferent to the happiness or well-being of the individual, making us its slaves. We are caught in an endless cycle of desires and dissatisfaction, prisoners of the will, with no possibility of escape. This is where intelligence comes into play. A less intelligent person lives in harmony with the will, not questioning the meaning of desires. But for a very intelligent person, everything is different. Their heightened consciousness allows them to see the illusions of the will and realize the futility of chasing desires. The clarity of intelligence often comes with a heavy price. It creates a rift between the intelligent person and the rest of humanity. How can one relate to those satisfied with superficial pursuits? When the intelligent see life's deeper, darker truths, they feel like outsiders. They become observers, burdened by insights others never face. Insights revealing existence's absurdity and transience. This disconnection makes the intelligent person feel excluded from the human experience. They carry a weight few understand, trapped between awareness and loneliness. But here's the paradox. Schopenhauer believed this very intelligence that isolates also holds the key to overcoming our suffering. The will's demands can be transcended by art and contemplation. According to Schopenhauer, art offers a unique escape from the will's suffering. Engaging with art, music, literature, or visual beauty allows us to enter pure perception and freedom. In those moments, desires and the will's relentless demands fade away. We experience a rare freedom, simply observing and appreciating life without striving or struggle. Take music, for example, which Schopenhauer regarded as the highest form of art, capable of lifting us beyond the suffering and demands of existence itself. Schopenhauer described music as a pure form of art, directly expressing the will. It transcends language and intellect, unlike other art forms representing the world's aspects. Music resonates with something deeper within us, offering solace amid life's turbulence. It connects to our innermost being, unlike paintings or stories that reflect external reality. Think about moments when music, a painting, or a story moved you. For those brief times, life's chaos faded, and you felt connected to something greater, something timeless. Schopenhauer believed these moments are not mere pleasures, but chances to step outside suffering's cycle and glimpse a higher truth beyond everyday pain. Moreover, Schopenhauer argued intelligence helps cultivate detachment by quieting the will, stepping back from constant desires and embracing acceptance and tranquility. Quieting the will frees us from endless craving and dissatisfaction. However, achieving this is difficult in a world celebrating ambition, success, and relentless pursuit. The idea of stepping back from goals can seem almost sacrilegious. Schopenhauer's wisdom teaches that true fulfillment comes not from achieving more, but from letting go of desires and expectations. True fulfillment arises from releasing the need to constantly make sense of everything. This peaceful acceptance contrasts the common urge to always strive for more. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by pressure to achieve, to climb higher, or to always be better? This constant push can drain our happiness and peace. What if the answer is not to do more, but to do less? Imagine that happiness might come from simplifying life instead of adding more to it. Take a moment to think about this idea. Feel free to share your thoughts as we continue exploring Schopenhauer's connection to great thinkers and his influence on modern psychology and philosophy. Schopenhauer's work has lasted centuries because it resonates with the universal struggles of human existence and offers a peace that remains relevant today. Although his ideas may seem heavy or pessimistic at first, they ultimately reveal a deep sense of liberation through understanding hidden truths. The costs of intelligence and learning to quiet the will allow us to reach a rare state of clarity and serenity that few people ever experience in their lives. But how can we apply these lessons in everyday life? What practical steps can we take to embrace Schopenhauer's wisdom and transform our relationship with intelligence? Stay with me, because what comes next might be the most important revelation of all. Let's now dive into the practical applications of Schopenhauer's wisdom. Schopenhauer's ideas about intelligence and the will can transform your daily life, especially if you felt trapped by your thoughts or overwhelmed by your own mind. His teachings can become a source of guidance and empowerment. Schopenhauer believed that the first step toward liberation is awareness. Recognizing the patterns of the will and how they show in our lives is crucial to gaining control and freedom from endless desires. Most of us spend our days chasing desires like wealth, status, and recognition, thinking these goals will bring lasting happiness. Yet Schopenhauer pointed out that even when we achieve what we want, satisfaction is fleeting, and the mind quickly moves on to the next desire. This traps us in an endless loop of desire and dissatisfaction. To break free, Schopenhauer suggested important practical steps. A radical shift in perspective involves turning inward instead of pursuing external goals. Begin by observing your desires without any judgment or bias. Ask yourself why you want something and what it will truly bring you. Often, the things you chase are based on societal expectations or fleeting impulses, rather than genuine needs. This simple act of introspection helps detach from the relentless pull of the will, but awareness alone is not sufficient. Schopenhauer emphasized the importance of cultivating mindful detachment, which means engaging with life without being consumed by it, not becoming indifferent. One way to practice mindful detachment is through meditation or quiet reflection. Sitting in stillness and observing your thoughts creates space between yourself and the constant mental chatter. Art is not just a way to escape reality, but a path to grasping the deep truths of existence. In music or a book, we experience a moment of transcendence. It is an opportunity to go beyond the chaos of everyday life and touch something eternal. Such moments bring a sense of peace and connection with the higher. Over time, this practice helps develop a calm and centered perspective, even amid life's challenges. It builds resilience and inner peace. Another practical tool Schopenhauer advocated is the pursuit of intellectual and artistic nourishment. He believed art and philosophy elevate us beyond the suffering of the will. Engaging with great works of literature, music, or philosophy provides a higher perspective and relief from everyday struggles. This engagement is essential to Schopenhauer's philosophy. Schopenhauer's ideas influence our attitude towards other people. One of the hidden costs of intelligence is the feeling of isolation and misunderstanding. Very intelligent people often cannot find common ground with others, feeling like strangers and misunderstood in society and among close ones. Schopenhauer's answer is simple and profound. Compassion must be developed. Recognizing the shared pain of all beings is the key to true connection. If we see others not as competitors but as companions on a difficult life journey, our perception changes and new possibilities open up. This does not mean suppressing intelligence or lowering your standards, but using understanding to build bridges, empathy, and meaningful connections. Now let's talk about Schopenhauer's most controversial idea, renunciation. He believed that liberation is achieved through renunciation not only of desires, but also of the ego. This concept is strongly influenced by Buddhist philosophy, admired by Schopenhauer. The ego, with its endless need for validation, achievement, and control, causes our greatest suffering. By loosening the ego's grip, we discover a deeper peace. Renunciation does not mean abandoning life or withdrawing completely from the world. Instead, it means approaching life with detachment and humility. We stop clinging to desires or resisting fears and learn to accept things as they are. Schopenhauer said this acceptance is the highest wisdom and the key to true freedom. How often do you worry about the future or regret the past? How much mental energy do you spend trying to control what is beyond your control? Imagine what it feels like to let go of this struggle. Stopping the fight against life and simply allowing yourself to be, that is the path Schopenhauer points us toward. This is deeply empowering. Although Schopenhauer's philosophy is often thought pessimistic, confronting life's harsh realities actually gives us strength and freedom. By accepting the truth and turning to it, we can find deeper, genuine happiness. It does not depend on external circumstances or fleeting pleasures. This happiness is based on understanding, acceptance, and calming of the will. Approaching the end of this path, it is time to ponder the main question of life. What does it mean to live a truly rational life? Schopenhauer's answer may surprise you. True intellect, in his view, is not in knowledge and decisions. True intellect is wisdom, understanding the nature of being, accepting its complexities, and finding inner calm and peace within them. Concluding the study of Schopenhauer's hidden secret about the mind, I want to leave you with this thought. The mind is a gift, but also a responsibility at the same time. How you choose to use the mind, to chase fleeting goals or to cultivate lasting wisdom, will determine the course of your life. If these thoughts resonate with you, take a moment to share your reflections in the comments. What do you think about Schopenhauer's ideas? Have you experienced the burden or blessing of the mind in your life? Let's continue this conversation. Such questions are very important for all of us. The power to change how we see ourselves in the world is profound. Schopenhauer taught that the greatest truths are not in achievements, but in what we learn to let go of. Now let us piece together the wisdom we've uncovered. Schopenhauer's insights can transform our perception of intelligence and ultimately change our lives for the better. Schopenhauer's philosophy reveals a stark but liberating truth. The pursuit of knowledge, while noble, does not necessarily lead to happiness, but to greater awareness of life's struggles. This awareness, paradoxically, is also a gateway to transcendence. To embody Schopenhauer's teachings, we must embrace certain principles that guide a deeper understanding of life. The first principle is acceptance of life's duality. Schopenhauer taught that life balances light and shadow, joy and suffering. We must accept this duality rather than resist it. Every moment of joy carries the potential for loss, and every sorrow holds the seed of growth. Accepting this allows us to approach life with balance and equanimity. Acceptance does not mean giving up or becoming passive. Instead, it means engaging with life fully, but without illusions, seeing things clearly as they are. Stop expecting life to be a constant stream of happiness. You free yourself from unnecessary disappointment by learning to savor moments of peace and beauty. These moments are precious precisely because they are fleeting. Appreciating their transience makes them all the more valuable and meaningful in our lives. The art of detachment is a recurring theme in Schopenhauer's philosophy. He believed much suffering comes from clinging to desires, relationships, ambitions, and identities. Detachment does not mean abandoning these things, but learning to engage without letting them define us. It is like holding a butterfly gently in your hand. If you grip too tightly, you crush the butterfly. If you hold lightly, you appreciate its beauty without harm. This is the essence of detachment. Detachment means learning to appreciate life without becoming enslaved by it. It allows freedom from suffering caused by excessive attachment. Schopenhauer believed that art, philosophy, and self-reflection are essential tools for navigating life's challenges and pursuing higher meaning. These activities help us step outside the endless demands of the will and connect with something greater than ourselves. When you lose yourself in a symphony, a great novel, or deep contemplation, you are not escaping, but connecting profoundly. This connection with art and philosophy provides a refuge and a way to transcend ordinary suffering and find deeper meaning. Enriching life means touching the timeless, the universal, and the sublime. In such moments, you transcend your individual limits and connect deeply beyond yourself. Compassion is the ultimate connection. Schopenhauer taught that recognizing shared struggles creates a profound bond between all beings around us. Compassion helps us see beyond our own experience. It lets us extend kindness and understanding to others, enriching both their lives and ours. Acting with compassion frees us from the isolation intelligence sometimes creates. We become part of a greater whole, making the world more humane and gentle. The ultimate goal of Schopenhauer's philosophy is peace within life, not escape from it. This peace arises from quieting the endless desires of the will. Mindfulness, meditation, or simply spending time in nature can cultivate inner calm. Imagine sitting by a still lake, watching water reflect the sky peacefully. The mind is quiet, your heart is light, and the world feels whole. Schopenhauer believed this peace is possible if we learn to quiet the will within us. As we conclude our journey into Schopenhauer's hidden secret about intelligence, let's revisit the question we began with. Is intelligence a gift or a burden? The answer, as we have seen, is both. Intelligence can isolate us, burden us, and reveal uncomfortable truths about life. Yet intelligence can also elevate us, liberate us, and connect us to the profound beauty and mystery of existence. The choice is ours. We can let intelligence become a source of suffering or use it as a tool for growth, compassion, and transcendence. Schopenhauer's teachings remind us, true wisdom lies not in escaping life, but in embracing it fully with all its contradictions. As you move forward, take a moment to reflect on what you have learned. How will you use your intelligence not just to understand the world, but to transform it? How will you quiet the will and cultivate a sense of peace and purpose within yourself? And most importantly, how will you connect with others, not despite your intelligence, but through it, embracing shared humanity? If these ideas resonate with your soul, let's continue the conversation. Share your thoughts, questions, and experiences in the realm of intelligence and self-discovery. Together we can uncover the deep truths that make life not just bearable but filled with meaning. Remember the lessons of Schopenhauer. The greatest insights come through embracing the paradoxes of existence. Intelligence is not just a burden, it is a beacon illuminating the path to authentic life. Thank you for your attention. May this light of reason guide you to a deeper and more sincere understanding of yourself and the world.